Hey, do you like Kirby? I do.
And get a mouthful?
So, the new Kirby came out, Kirby the Forgotten Land. I've been a really big Kirby fan for a pretty good chunk of my life. The games are always just really simplistic, but, have offered plenty of challenge, and they're just great games. For example, my earliest memory with video games is playing the very first Kirby game on Game Boy, Kirby in Dreamland. Like, I could beat that game in like less than 20 minutes. It was fantastic. I loved that game. And the thing is, Kirby in the Forgotten Land kind of brings back that feeling that I've always had when playing a Kirby game, except in this case it's, fully 3D. And pseudo open world. It's still relatively linear stages, but you have so many possibilities in what you're doing. Like, you gain a certain ability, you use it, and you can go back and play the same stage, use a different ability, gain another ability midway into it. I don't know, it was just really enjoyable to play the same stage like 10 times in a row. Like, especially just to get, like, the hidden things, like, the secret Waddle Dees, or, like, collect 4 flowers and it'll sprout another Waddle Dee, or, eat 4 donuts, that kind of thing. The stages are really simplistic, but there were so many times where I actually had to, like, look up a walkthrough for a particular stage, because, like, sometimes those tasks were just completely hidden from me, no matter how hard I tried. But no, it's an excellent, fun game, and if you want to go for just like the straight up first ending, you'll probably hit that in 10-15 hours, like tops. But then with the post credits, you're gonna have lots of more content, because obviously you have to have like the pseudo like New Game Plus thing. So it'll open up just like a bunch more stages and just a bunch more, collectibles to get. And then after you beat that, you'll get like another ending. And then, if you actually beat the game 100% and, get all the upgrades and, all the like Lion Souls and then all the Waddle Dees and all the other things, like, it'll give you like this super secret ending. And like, so that actually has a bunch of replayability, because you'll go back and play the same stages like 100 times. And even without needing to worry about the, all the hidden stuff, some stages are just fun to play. It's like, the boss fights are engaging, and again, depending on what, ability you're using and upgrades, it just drastically changes the battle. Like, if you want to go straight up as just regular Kirby and then suck up the stars, spit them at the enemy, fine, go for it. But if you want to be Sword Kirby, that completely changes up the play style, like, be it from a boss fight or just in general. And if you want to be, Gunslinger Kirby, cool, go for it. Like, there's so many abilities and so many upgrades for those abilities that it's unbelievable amounts of, like, replayability. I guess I should talk about the mouthful mode, because that was kind of the big reveal, and it's an excellent addition. My only complaint with it, there's not really a whole lot of them, so there's about 12 more or less, probably less. But all of them are really fun and engaging according to like what they are, because like, being Car Kirby, you get to do like races on a handful of stages, and you have to, cross a finish line by a certain like time, and that gets you like a hidden Waddle Dee. Or with Hang Glider Kirby, that one is awesome. Like, you only get maybe like 2 or 3 stages of those throughout the game, but like, those are hands down some of the best segments. This is just huge sprawling environments that you're just like gliding through and going through rings, like very classic kind of gameplay style. But yeah, no, mouthful mode, great addition. I hope they continue doing that, maybe in like a later game or a DLC or something. There's so much potential in that, just period. Overall, like, as somebody who's sunk in maybe like 30 to 40 hours into the game, and I'm sitting at maybe 75% done, like, you will definitely get your money's worth out of like a $60 like new game. I mean, if you get it for sale, even better. Like, it is worth every penny. And hands down, probably my favorite Kirby game, like, period. I've played quite a few Kirby games, and Kirby and the Forgotten Land is excellent. I extremely recommend it. And it has a co-op mode, great if you have a kid or, you know, a spouse who wants to play too. Like, it won't impede process or anything. It's just great. Like, great family game, fun, simple, done. Awesome.
Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Available March 25th. Only on Nintendo Switch. Pre-orders and a free demo are available now.
So on a scale of 1 to 5 Kirbys in my mouth, I would put 6 Kirbys in my mouth.
Here's something I always wanted to know.
Was it out of 5 though?
Was Kirby named after the vacuum cleaner brand?
If I remember right, I think he was named after, like... I think he was named after a lawyer or something.
Oh, okay. Because Kirby has been a vacuum brand for, like, forever, and they're, like, the gold standard as far as, like, door-to-door vacuum sales.
Is this an advertisement?
It's a plug for Kirby Vacuums.
I mean,
Keep talking about Kirby vacuums.
We're serious about sucking.